Okay, we rolling already?
Am I talking too fast? Is my position too stiff?
No, you're only singing.
Hey,
That's just the... That's gonna be on.
When I was diagnosed, my daughter was just starting high school. No, high school. God.
I even knew that.
Boy, kindergarten. I'm sorry.
One of my most memorable memories. That's dumb.
You should have a title, I guess, with what you do for life.
I don't know what I do.
My name is Julie Klaus, and I have been involved with Chris4Life, I guess, since literally its inception.
I'm Tiffany Richardson, and I'm co-chair of the Young Professional Board.
My name is Dave Gorey, and I am a member of the Business Advisory Board for the Chris4Life Colon Cancer Foundation.
I'm Robin Braverman. I'm a stage 4 colon cancer survivor, and I'm on the board of directors for Chris4Life.
I met Michael Sapienza during the Scope It Out 5K, the 5th year of the race.
I got involved with Chris4Life because I knew Michael back from when he was a musician.
Mike had come to both my wife and I and said that they were going to start a cancer foundation.
As a colon cancer survivor, I was looking for an organization I could get behind.
We started speaking about what it's like to run a foundation and kind of that world.
And I started volunteering and got really involved with the Young Professional Board about 2 years ago.
The first thing I started helping out with was their website.
I heard that Mike was starting this foundation, and I checked it out, and it seemed like a perfect fit.
My knowledge of colon cancer was really pretty limited before I got involved with a foundation. But some of the things I started to find out as the work came through and we started doing more projects with them were just the sheer statistics that I was reading.
The one statistic that I still find alarming is that colon cancer is the #2 cancer killer in the country. It was 15 years ago when my mother was diagnosed, and it still is today.
I was shocked to learn that there were people my age and younger that were affected by this disease.
In the past 2 years alone, the incidence of colon cancer diagnoses among people under 50 has risen 40%.
The more we can do to help get the word out and get this information available, the far better off these 150,000 plus people a year diagnosed will be.
It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now.
I think the fact that I was able to find the Scope It Out 5K a good home, that Michael was such a great motivating force, and I really felt a strong connection when I met him. He had a great plan, he had a great vision, and I just knew that the race would do well under the Chris4Life Foundation.
I hope the biggest contribution that I can make to Chris4Life has been getting the message out. The more people hear about it and the more people understand of how preventable it is and who it affects and how you can treat it, it's really going to make an impact on the deaths every year, and the statistics can really start to change.
I think my biggest contribution is getting people my age involved. I think it's really important for us to take action and talk to our peers, but also talk to our parents' generation.
I think my biggest contribution is being a mouthpiece and talking about prevention and talking about knowing your family history and being able to help people who are diagnosed and give them hope. I think that is so important as somebody who's sitting here as a survivor, that unfortunately not a heck of a lot of people get to that position.
Being able to see this race grow year after year and having the chance to move it to the streets of DC and seeing 3,000 plus people running towards the U.S. Capitol building was really kind of inspiring to me.
I think the one thing that inspires me most about the Chris4Life Foundation is the people that are involved. Almost everybody has had colon cancer impact their everyday life. There's an old saying that says, without suffering, you won't have character. And without character, you won't have hope. And hope is one of those things that you can see all the time in everybody's eyes, in these events, in these videos that we do, or even in just the day-to-day interactions that the foundation has with the community.
My goal is that in 5 years, Chris4Life doesn't exist because there's not a need for it anymore, because we found a cure, because everybody has gotten the word that screenings and catching it early and knowing your family history, that it's going to be a thing of the past. That's what I want for the next generation to come. They don't have to worry about this disease.
You're working with so many amazing people from so many different backgrounds, and everyone's united with energy. It just continues to be inspiring, and you know you're making a difference to lives of these people you'll never meet, but the possibilities that we have for the future of Chris4Life are just endless.